Now, I know what you're thinking, but Bill, isn't it a good thing the Republicans are finally paying attention to our vanishing middle class? Like this lady.
With the same people and same policies that got us into the status quo, another Latin word, status quo, and it stands for, man, the middle class, everyday Americans are really getting taken for a ride.
Now, this raises a troubling question, which is, if Sarah Palin suffers a stroke, how will we know? Now, I don't know from that if Sarah Palin is for or against helping the middle class, and there's no way to know. But there's a lot of that kind of talk going around. Jeb Bush recently said, while the last 8 years have been pretty good ones for top earners, they've been a lost decade for the rest of America. And Mitt Romney, the man with 4 mansions and a car elevator, said under President Obama, the rich have gotten richer and the income inequality has gotten worse. Yeah, those damn Democrats, always fighting the Republican Party's efforts to stick up for the little guy.
Yeah.
Wow, there is no shame in the Republican game. This is the party that used to like to say a rising tide lifts all boats, which is easy to say when you're on the yacht. So what's happening is the Democrats are proposing to nibble around the edges of our middle class problem, and the Republicans are pretending to care while they go back to servicing 8 rich dickheads who own coal mines. And no one is telling the truth, which is that the large, thriving middle class that America used to have didn't just appear out of the blue. It was created using an economic tool called socialism. Oh, I know. We never use that term here in Buzzword Nation. But that is exactly what our government did after World War II. It taxed the rich up to 90% and massively redistributed that money through the GI Bill so that more than half the population benefited from free college, free job training, cheap mortgages, and much, much more. Yes, for a brief, shining moment, we were Finland. Now, we can debate whether that's a good thing or a bad thing to go back to, but what is beyond debate is that that is what happened. The 50s and 60s are the era of socialism in America, and that is when a family needed only one breadwinner and a house cost only 2 years' salary. It was when a man could afford college for his kids and dinner at a chop house with the missus, followed by missionary sex in a paneled rec room. On a plastic-covered sofa that wipes clean. Because here's the reality. A middle class is actually not the normal byproduct of capitalism. Ask any historian. A middle class is actually a fluke in history.